Hi, Sandy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the ADK channel. Today we're going to go check out a band. We have checked out this band at least once before. That's all I'm going to say. We'll go check it out. Let's go. Okay, so is it too late to put money on the fact that Andy would not have liked the solos?
Go each way bet, and I'll tell you your winnings.
I can almost predict what Andy's going to say on this one. They didn't need to do 2 solos. They should have just picked one or the other, and then that would have worked out a bit better. They could have taken out that middle one. Or
can you see my notes?
You've been doing this too long, Andy.
Like you told so.
So anyway, let's hand it to Andy first then.
Can we go back? We have done this band before, and I really enjoyed their last video. But when I was trying to add them to my ADK Spotify playlist, I couldn't find them. So I think on our video, it's got their sort of native tongue depiction of their name.
This is Ninjin Isu.
Yeah, but you haven't got that written on our video, I'm sure. Have you?
Should be, but okay, I'll double check that anyway. But on this one, it will definitely say Ninjin Isu.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, really good. How good is that sort of verse riff?
Yeah,
how memorable
and
catchy is that? Absolutely brilliant. I mean, you look at these 3 guys, you think they're not playing fuzzy, sludgy doom, are they? But
no.
yeah, fantastic. If this, I mean, yeah, musically absolutely brilliant. If you were to take away vocals and bring in, I don't know, a traditional doom metal vocalist from anywhere in the Western world, I'd be playing this non-stop. But saying that, I did really enjoy that song. You say about the solos, the riff leading up to the first solo, you could just tell it's going to pick up here. It's going to go, it's going to go fast, and it's going to be brilliant. And that I really did enjoy. The last riff and the last solo, I think you could have forgotten about that. And then right at the very end, they went a bit Queen, didn't they? They went a bit sort of Brian May. So last minute and a half or whatever, you can probably sort of take that out as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, visually, video was really good as well. I like the sort of look of that, the sort of the cartoon comic book sort of style. And at the beginning, I always enjoy, and I would like to incorporate this, where the camera's just focusing on the instruments, you can't see who's playing, or the face of the music. So I like that sort of, that shot, that style, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, when I find it on Spotify, I'll be listening to a lot more. But I couldn't find them from our last video. But
fair enough.
You have to sort of send me the sort of English translation of their name. But do you know what that means, or the song title? Toshi Shun?
Nope.
No.
Not a clue at all.
We'll move on.
It's annoying that everything else it has English subtitles apart from the actual song tone. You're like, well, can't you translate that as well? But maybe there is no translation. Who knows?
Yeah, brilliant. Really enjoyed that.
Kirk, what about yourself?
I also enjoyed it. They're like a long-form, flamboyant version of Black Sabbath, aren't they? Although the intro was your typical captivating Eastern mysticism, wasn't it? With the acoustic guitar at the beginning and then the gong. And then when the names came up, I recognized them clearly Japanese names, even though they appear in the Latin alphabet. I think because it had subtitles, I was more interested in the lyrical content, because when you look at this band, you think, okay, they've taken the heavy metal, pentatonic heavy metal of Black Sabbath, and then they're dressed like Shinto monks. But I think that could just be my ignorance. I realized I know nothing about Buddhism. And when I was looking at the lyrics, they did mention hell, which is a completely alien concept to Eastern religions like Buddhism, and clearly we associate it with Christianity, don't we? So I was thinking, are these one of Japan's really small minority of Christians, which I don't think they are, towards the end of that song. So it really intrigued me. That alone was almost like a puzzle, and revealed some of my own intellectual shortcomings and my ignorance of Buddhism. But yeah, I thought the first solo was really chaotic, like Kim Tail from Soundgarden. The one at the end, definitely agree with Andy. There was a Queen extravagance there, but if you listen to the first 6 Black Sabbath albums, you do get those same dynamics as well. So perhaps I think my only criticism last time was the too dependent on the Black Sabbath sound. I didn't hear much doom in there, actually. I think these really rock out, a bit like the sharper riffs that Candlemass play, which is rooted in classic rock, aren't they? But do you remember I said you don't really need to listen to this type of music once you've heard Black Sabbath? I retract that because I think one, the video
I remember
helps.
that.
I really like the lens flare effects. It gives texture and color to the songs, and it just rocks out, doesn't it? I didn't feel like that was reductive in any way, even though Black Sabbath are the main influence. I don't think it. Does this make sense? It didn't actually sound like Black Sabbath, even though they're the main influence on the song. So they must
agree with that. Yeah,
they must be doing something right because I can't quite get my head around it. And it was quite a simple song.
Yeah.
I don't think it was overly long either. I think 7 minutes was fine. Nothing to complain about there.
Yeah.
But really impressed, surprised how much I enjoyed this song.
Okay, so it's just down to me to wrap it up. So this is my second time hearing this because I got requested to check this out for the Dave Does channel by Patreon. And as soon as I heard it on the Patreon from that one and did the video, I was like, oh, I've got to bring this over to the ADK guys and see what they think about this particular one. So it's good that I've had a second chance to have another listen to it again. That middle solo for me is a little bit too long. Just when you feel like it needs to go back into the song, it just doesn't. It keeps going. So at that point, I'm like, come on, guys, you're not adding anything new to that middle solo. At that point, you're just kind of spiraling. So I'd have liked that to be a bit shorter. And yeah, that end solo section, change up in riff, it seems superfluous to the song. It doesn't add anything. It doesn't go back anywhere. I would have actually liked them to have kind of got to the end of the kind of riff, hit a big gong and gone back to the acoustic bit to finish and to bookend it. Would have been a nice way to finish and do that on bit. My one thing is, if I ever got to see him live, I'm standing in front of the bass player because he's the funniest guy on stage I've ever seen. He cracks me up. He just does the greatest faces, and I'm just like, I want to watch this guy and watch him play because that's amazing. That's stagecraft for you. That's what you want to see from a bass player. So thoroughly enjoyable from Ninja Nitsu. Now, if you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.